Who's going to get it into turn one? That was a very long hold on the lights. And listen, failed to the outside line. Going to take both Ferraris. And before the corner, Mizzy leads the way. Cohen jumps pursuit. Pole position was completely useless. I do not believe it. That is the Alfa Romeo on the grass momentarily. They will take the position over Benjamin. Benjamin wants to have another look. There's a car off, and that is a big crash. Gilly out. Ammo is unfortunately off as well. What the hell happened there? Both of them in the wall, and that is a virtual safety car, and that is a drive-through penalty there for Gibby. Unfortunately, not what we want to see. It happens unfortunately sometimes. Now Mizzy leads the way. Cohen reacts pretty nicely. Pursuit as well. They do have a bit of a gap. And then we got JJ, and this is Vale. This is Vale. Is he going to look for a move already on JJ? That's a side-by-side moment with the Aston and the Red Bull of Heisler. And they're both squirming on the circuit. Here comes the Alpine, who's going to look at possibly making a move on both of these guys. There's a mistake there for Heisler. I don't know, but they lost it. Nifo stays ahead.
I think this is proof that JJ might be running a low downforce setup as he makes a bit of a mistake. And he manages to keep it out of the wall, unlike Zingy. And coming into the hairpin now, JJ is going to keep it down the inside, but he just can't get the traction. Now Ben's going to go down the inside of JJ. He's going to do the old switcheroo on him, and he's done it. But JJ, remember, has got that straight line speed, but he doesn't seem to have too much over Ben. So maybe Ben's got some straight line speed up his sleeve, and he keeps it. He keeps P5. JJ drops 2 positions in half a sector. Wow.
This is Vale making a bit of a mistake into turn one. Maybe that shows, oh, the downforce, the lack of it, as this is Vale does go for a quick spin at turn two. That's going to drop them behind Robbo, and maybe Frantic if they're not careful. Oh no, Mizzy leading the way. That's promoting Benjamin up to P3. Mizzy lost it at Dunlop, or just before that, I don't know. That's Robbo who gets past. Mizzy's back in this, but their tires are going to be pretty toasty.
But he's got Mizzy that his tyres seem to have cooled down now under pressure on the medium tyre, so he will be a couple tenths faster a lap as it looks. So he's very close now, and is he going to go for the move? Is he going to go for it? Yes, down the inside just before 130 yard. This is going to get very feisty. He stays up the inside, and Robin decides to back out. Smart decision from him. Couple second gap to the top two. So it's looking like these guys can run away maybe together if they use each other. Not use each other, but try and help each other along. As we see Mizzy go for the move on Niffle, was that? Into the hairpin, and he makes it work on those medium tyres. He actually does have some pace even after that little spin. So he's back up to P5 now, and he's going to be hunting down JJ, but remember, he's got a lot of straight line speed. As Ben's round! Ben into Spoon, we said it's difficult to keep the corner straight line, and he's just done a little pirouette on the exit, and he just, oh, that's a shame for Ben. He was looking so good.
He's got a lot of speed in that car. JJ goes defensive, gonna have to take a slightly more inside line, but no opportunity will arise into turn two for Mizzy. Great pressure to be put on right now, but that's Nifo down to P5. Bit of contact as they made that overtake Mizzy. Nothing other than hard racing, however. So luckily, it's all good as JJ makes a big mistake, and that is Mizzy going onto the grass, going to lose a position, and Robbo is also going to challenge. No, they back out.
Is Nifo going to go for the movement at 130 yard? It's a higher tier driver, so I presume he's going to wait at least for the castle triangle. But here comes Mizzy. He says, I'm going to go up the inside of Nifo. He's going to make him really scared as he goes back up the inside again. It's like a suicide attempt dive bomb. It's insane, and he makes the move work. He's scared Niffle off the track, and now Robbo is now up into P5. Wow, Niffle got scared of Mizzy, and there he's lost 2 positions. So that's really unfortunate for him. As Mizzy, he's going to look for the move on JJ, but no, he backs out. He thinks smarter of it. And JJ makes a little bit of a mistake, but he manages to keep it on track.
Mizzy going once again to the inside of the hairpin. On the exit, it's a drag race as they're so close to contact. Now it's going to be who gets the straight line speed, and they are wheel banging, trying to leave each other minimum space. That's Mizzy going to be ahead, but they didn't actually make it within track limits. So JJ's not going to be happy. He did back off, so Mizzy has just about made that move. It's aggressive. He knows what he's got to do. It's what he's... Oh, 130 yard side by side. Robbo once again backing out. He's just going to have to let it go. Is JJ going to try and challenge? No. Nippo's so close to outbraking himself. There's contact. between the Alpine and the Red Bull. That's going to be a split, and JJ is round. It's all broken up. I do not believe it. DRS for Niffo. Not Niffo, for Robbo, and that is going to be Robbo through. Niffo going to the inside once again, and Niffo's back. Robbo's backing out. Robbo is getting passed so many times to 130R. I think that's probably one of the most popular corners of the circuit. Robbo's going to immediately get back past, and that is unless Niffo can have the straight line speed advantage, but no. Right now he's just going to have to let it go. Robbo will take the racing line. And Nifo's going to have to try another move to 130R if he wants to get through.
Oh no, his Heish is out of the second dig, and he lost the back end maybe on the curb, and a safety car is out on lap 10 again. Cohen out of the final corner. Is he going to decide to pit? He is. Is Pursuing? Yes. Mizzy is going to be loving this. He's going to pit onto the hards, not have to make another pit stop. Mizzy is in the running to win this race at the moment.
It's not got the confirmation just yet. Would it be as we go into the chicane, or is it not going to go in at all? I think it's a little bit too late.
Maybe so, but you know this game, Ammo catching up now. See, in this lap, as it's about to, well, not go to the pit lane, and Colin's going to be the one to restart. And he's gone already. He's legged it. And he's already 5-6 tenths ahead. Here comes Niffeljan behind on those medium tyres. He's going to be looking to get ahead of these guys immediately. Further back, we see this is Vale going up the inside of Frantic into turn 1, and he makes a move up into P6. This is Vale, not wasting any time at all. And he's made the move up to P6, and there goes Frantic in the wall. He's not out of the race, but he loses his front wing. That's really unfortunate. He's going to have to do a whole lap without a front wing now. But Colin leads for Pursuit, Niffel and Benjamin.
He's not quite there at the moment. His tyres are going to warm up nicely, but no, there's contact, and Mizzy goes into the back of him. The tyres are now going to be pretty useless. Robbo jumps him.
As Robbo makes a bit of a mistake out of Spoon, and here comes Ben. The move down the inside. They're getting squeezed onto the grass nearly, and then Ben decides to push Robbo over into 130R. Now I don't think either of these guys are going to back out. Big rivalry reminders. They make contact through 130R. It's incredible. Robbo doesn't back out, and Ben sends it up the inside. He's not having any of that. He pushes Robbo a bit wide. Robbo tries to push Ben onto the curb a little bit, but he gets the traction down out of the last corner. Ben squeezes him onto the grass nearly. And here comes PJ. PJ's going to make advantage of this into turn 1. It's going to be free wide. I don't know what's going to happen here. PJ backs out smartly, and Ben takes the position. He moves back up into P6 with PJ into P7.
And
as Robbo makes a mistake.
Fortunately, Robbo may be getting a little bit distracted by all of that, and that's going to be him down the order. Frantic gives up.
Yeah, Niffle onto the straight now. Pursuing lurking close behind. As he gets to the ERS, it's going to be a simple move, I believe. Cohen decides to use a bit of ERS, but then realises he's going to shoot past anyway. Maybe defending from Pursuing behind, which is actually a very smart thing to do. 7 laps on those soft tyres and thereabout, and look at him, he just can't turn into any of the corners. No bite from the tyre. And this strategy is definitely not paid off. He tried to take a risk, I'll give him that, but I mean, yeah, he spins a swell. I mean, I'm honestly not surprised. I'm not saying Ben's a bad driver. Ben's champion, for goodness sake, but those tyres are just not up to any standard whatsoever. Mizzy goes for a move down the inside of Pursuit, I believe, and he's going to squeeze him onto the curb a little bit, making a bit of contact as he loses a bit of the car. Mizzy with no battery though, so maybe Pursuit can get back, but Mizzy now up into P2 for the EU drivers.
Mizzy, as we saw earlier on, he is actually very, very quick in the straight line, so maybe confident enough to use that ERS to make that move. Now save while he's in P2 of the train. Oh, but no, he's going to send it to the inside. It's not going to go to plan. He goes off the circuit. That's 2 positions lost. Still in the battle, though. That is a very, very nice save after a very opportunistic move.
I mean, Mizzy tried it up the inside. Colin went a bit wide, but he just couldn't make the move stick. His Pursuing spins out of Dunlop, proving that it's not only catching champions out, but people who are fighting for it as well. He just can't seem to take the car around either.
This is Vale looking to go for the move already. So, looking to the outside, it closes off. He decides to back out immediately. He's just going to sit behind that Williams, maybe go for a move even before the chicane.
Maybe so, coming onto the back straight now into 130R. No way he's going to go for a move here. He's got the slipstream at least, but it looks as though Cohen's got some straight line speed without even using battery. So into the 130R corner now. Flat out and into the Castle triangle. Will he go for the move? He's really teasing Cohen here. Put him under a lot of pressure. Will he get the good enough run on the straight? He gets a good run, but he loses the back end a little bit, and that might just cancel out his run for this lap. Oh, here comes Messi into 130R as he pushes. He doesn't push this a bit wide, but he gets steered off the track. Messi up into P3 to make contact! And they've spun Cohen round. And this is Vale is now going to be all over the back of him. This is Vale looking to be attacked. Down in P4, down and out, into P2, maybe now. This is Messi using all his ERS. He's got nothing left. Into turn 1. And that is Messi taking the leads under interesting circumstances, but that's a shame for Cohen. Well, here comes Robbo in the straight. Into turn 1 is Vale, pits for soft tyres with a couple of laps to go. This is Vale is going to go to the outside into turn 1. He sweeps right around, pushes onto the curb a little bit, Cohen does, but he retains P4 for now. That's a good defence from Cohen.
Why is this Vale into the pit lane?
Well, because his tyres must have been dead. That's the only explanation. Remember what happened to it was Luke, wasn't it? Luke pitted on lap 25. Maybe because his tyres were on 80%, and this is Vale. They pitted around about the same time, mind, so maybe he was starting to get into that territory, seen the vision, and then pitted himself earlier so he can actually make something happen.
Right, it's side by side, but it's not going to work. It's always going to be very, very treacherous. They attempted it, it went wrong. Lizzie's round.
Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, puncture. Wait, no, never mind. Front wing, no. Front wing is off. Front wing's off. Is it? Wait, he's left. What's he doing? Why is he left? No. There's no chance to win this race.
Possible theory, he might have some wheel issues because he's had some pretty bad wheel issues in the past. So Mizzy, from leading the race by a significant margin now, on the final few laps it could get taken away unless he can rejoin. But I don't know if he's going to have to make a pit stop. His AI probably will. This is Vale, does make that move on ammo immediately, and he's going to go for the potential double. Now, he's got a long way to go up this straight, and he's probably going to have to go for it into the chicane. Otherwise, he's going to have no chance at fighting this. He will have one opportunity to get to Cohen as long as he makes a move on JJ on this DRS straight. JJ's a slippery sloth in a straight line. Here we go, though. Wow, that's absolutely incredible on that soft tyre. DRS available, but no! Despite having the DRS, that's JJ going to be outpacing him in a straight line. He can't fight it. Wants to look to the inside, has to send it. No way! Cohen spins, there's contact! Cohen is retired from the race! I do not believe it! This is Vale, just about gets ahead. Cohen's out! I don't understand what's just happened.
JJ, he's not got a wing, mind. He's not got a wing at all. He's going to defend to the inside. He's going to use all the battery that he can. Coming into the dig, not the dig, there's 130 on now. He's got enough downforce to just about keep it into the last corner now. He's going to defend, hopefully for his sake. Is he going to do it? This is Vale wins the race for the EU drivers. Fantastic. JJ is going to hold on to P2. However, Amo's going to get it on penalties.
Nifojan takes the win. PJ, this is Vale, Amo, JJ, Benjamin, Robbo Mizzy, Pursoon taking a fastest lap in P9. Then we got Cohen, who will score a couple points. Then we got DNFing was Gibby, Frantic, Heisler, and Gilly